couple next year when you breed them.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I bet you want to be sending your own pigeons down the Weymouth, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well then.
You think my dad would like pigeons?
I don't think they let him have pigeons, son.
No, when he comes back.
Well, you'll have to ask him.
When he comes back, can I fetch him to see him?
I think it might be better if we ask Bobby Frost because he's got a right nice posh loft, hasn't he, Bobby? Right, garlic in the water. You know how to do that, son, don't you?
Yeah, it stinks, this stuff.
How did they get on? Did they like it? Wonderful country, I'm sure.
Well, I haven't called round there yet. I dare say they're still whacked out with travelling.
Oh, aye. It's jet lag business.
Ah, yeah, I suppose it's still middle at night to them, isn't it? Puts you all out.
Mind, I find I'm the same when I go to St Anne's. Right after me tea, I find I'm yawning. It's the sea air.
Feeling a bit more cheerful?
Would I been cheerful then?
You tell me.
I don't really know what you mean.
I don't mean anything. I'm just asking how you are.
Fine, are you?
Look, Maureen, just say if I'm embarrassing you.
Why should I be embarrassed?
Because you let your hair down and perhaps you wish you'd done it with somebody else.
Oh, Bill.
Hello there.
Say hello.
How's it going, Mrs. Grimes?
No use grumbling. Nobody listens.
Oh, sometimes they do. And you feel a fool for talking, then?
Very true. That'll be 148, please.
You can tell that to your dad.
I'm not telling me dad anything.
Do you know what his solicitor's written to my solicitor?
I don't know why you've got solicitors writing anything to anybody. Why can't he just sort it out?
Because he won't be reasonable, will he? There's only one
ring.
thing he understands.
Mum, it's my first day of term tomorrow in my final year. You gonna wish me luck or what?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Good luck, Andy.
Thanks very much.
So what about his education?
Well, it's education itself, being in Canada. Anyway, they've got him in some sort of school, really, you know.
Oh, well, they have our children in their schools just like that.
Well, as a private do, if you've got the money.
You mean they're paying for him to go private?
Maybe I shouldn't be speaking. You best ask them.
Quite right, Alf. I mean, we don't want to be stood here swapping snippets of gossip, do we?
Quite right, yeah. I'll see you, love. Ta.
See you, bye.
Bye.
We'll just wait till Audrey comes in, then we'll get the full dossier.
Alfie! Listen, I'm glad I've bumped into you. It's about the dealers. Well, you know, with Tommy Monk's going back to...
Aye, rest his soul.
Yeah, well, I was wondering, you know, they might be moving someone round the corner.
Oh, aye, you're getting interested then?
Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah, well, it can be very onerous, you know, being on the inner rectangle. You want to think about it.
Well, I know Eric Furman puts a lot of time in. It's just that they said they wanted to see me. Norris and Fred. And I thought you might know what's...
No, I'm sorry, no. I've got all this Millennium business, you know. I'm far too busy occupied.
So you don't know what they've got lined up for me, then?
Well, they're probably just sounding you out, you know. But listen, don't bother with Fred Elliott. Norris Cole's the one. You stick with Norris.
All right, OK. Cheers, thanks.
I'm taking it back.
Oh, come on, let's see it.
You can see why they call it show business.
Is that it? Woohoo! Sudden death on toast.
No, I'm definitely taking it back now.
Come on, put it on.
No, Judy's ready now, aren't you?
Hey, never mind this. I want to see.
Yeah, come on, put it on.
Definitely, I'm taking it back.
She needs that little bit of pushing, Rita, but she's got everything going for her.
Oh, well, she was at the front of the queue when they were dishing Luke's out, that's for sure.
She's got that something, you know. I mean, I've got tapes and videos piled high, people huffing and warbling, not a hope in hell, but still they come.
They send videos now? Well, I suppose they do.
And with the best will in the world, you've got to watch them on fast forward. Even then you can spot the no-hopers.
Well, everybody'd be a no-hope about Charlie Chaplin in that case.
No, they've got to have that something that makes you hit the slow down button, and she hasn't. She doesn't know it.
Yes, but you have to want to get up there, Alec, and you've got to want it quite bad.
Well, she does, Rita. I've watched her. When she gets some listening, she knows there's no like it.
And what about the nights when you might as well be singing to Factory Wall? There's no like that either.
Ah, but where she needs pushing, you see, she doesn't realise it's perfectly normal to feel sick as a dog before you go on. Anyway, I'll see her, Rita.
Oh, who's feeling sick as a dog?
Nobody you need worry about. See you.
Ask him, have they been eating the hot pot in the Rovers?
Oh, do you know, Derek was feeling bilious through the night and he thought it might be Betty's hot pot.
I had to send a glass back twice the other night, and I've never thought pigeons was hygienic.
Never mind hot pot and pigeons. What's all this about young Nicky?
Oh, Rita, you're so subtle.
Right, you ready for this?
Ought to be. You've given it a big enough build-up.
What door?
Oh, don't be daft. Otherwise we're going home.
Woo!
A star is born.
Hey, that's look fabulous, isn't it, like?
Well, kid, if you've got it, flaunt it.
And if you've got a bit too much of it, get your exercise video out.
You can.
What I do know is when Stephen's arranging things, there's no nonsense. Well, I mean, you've met him, haven't you?
Because he'll have helped them sort it all out.
They couldn't have done it without him, Mavis. I mean, finding schools and everything, you wouldn't know where to start, would you? But anyway, Nicky, when he was over there, were friendly with this lad. And it turns out he's the son of a fella that Stephen is very pally with. Apparently, their house is out of this world. Listen, 4-car garage. Can you believe that?
Oh, well, of course, it's a bit like America, isn't it, Canada?
Yeah, well, anyway, they've got him into a school with this lad. You know, the one I was telling you about with the family with the 4-car garage, yeah. And, do you know, Martin says he's only been there 2 seconds. He's already talking with a Canadian accent.
Oh.
Who is?
Flaming Nora.
What do you think?
I think Flaming Nora.
Is that good or bad?
You know what that dress says to me? Innocence. Believe me, it's just right.
Right. Oh, well, you like it. I mean, it is your money, isn't it?
Yeah, just as a point of detail, how much of my money?
120 quid.
I'll just support my weight for a minute.
Well, you did say, is that not all right?
Oh, well, we don't want you looking cheap, but... All right, let's have a look at the other 60 quid's worth. Oh, yes. And are you beginning to feel like a star now?
No.
Well, practice till you do. I'll pick you up tonight early. Take you down there.
Yes?
I don't know what you're thinking of.
Well, maybe you better step in. Look, if it's Nick you're talking about...
I am talking about Nick.
Yeah, well, maybe you should ask him yourself, because, well, it was his idea.
Look, I can't ask him, can I?
Well, you can write him a letter, can't you? 'Cause, funnily enough, we kept a note of his address.
And if we didn't inform you, there's probably a pretty good reason. Like, there's no reason why we should.
Correct.
You leave a 15-year-old lad in the middle of another flipping continent and you think I shouldn't be asking? What is it? Bad manners or something?
You have no idea. No idea how much talking we did about this.
Yes, it did eat into the holiday somewhat.
And I've no intention of going through it again with you. It's what Nicky wanted, more than anything.
That's convenient for you, isn't it?
Meaning?
Yeah, well, you don't see eye to eye with him, do you? Any fool knows that. So that's him. Got shut up.
Oh, give over, Don, will you? Because we don't need
Who's
that.
paying for these schoolies?
Well, you seem to be very well informed.
Who's paying?
Oh, so that's what's got you.
Where's the money coming from?
You'll be telling us it's your money.
Well, you've admitted it.
It has nothing to do with you. That was Ivy's money from Ivy's will. It had nothing to do with you.
Private school should be turning in a grave.
Oh, get a grip, Don. I'm just about getting tired of
Turn him
this.
into a toff or something, eh?
You're just worried because you think it's your money.
Think? I know whose money it is. I know how much you lot have cost me.
My son is 3,000 miles away. You think that's cost me nothing? You're a fool.
Don, are you going to walk out or do you want me to chuck you out? Because I'll tell you something, I'm not putting up with it.
All right, I'll save yourself the trouble. You've marred that lad one way or another between you, and now you're finishing off the job with my money.
Go on.
You think we've got rid of him?
Well, tell him the truth, eh? Tell him that he's found a way to get rid of us and him and the comp.
Are you sending your pigeons off tonight?
Aye, last race at season, aye.
Would you take Jamie? You're doing me a favour.
Why, what's the...
I'm going to see Carl.
Oh, you've steeled yourself, haven't you?
Well, there's things he's got to be told. And my name's down for tonight.
Well, there's things you can tell him or not to suit yourself. I tell you, when he gets out, I don't want to see him round here.
Who does?
The lad.
I know. And if he knew, he'd want to come, so...
Aye, I'll look after him.
So is this going to take very long, then?
No longer than is necessary.
Oh, right, you see, because I have to get myself to Maidenhead, although I thought I'd leave it a little bit later, with it being a Friday, with the
Come
traffic...
and take a seat, Mr. Watts.
Do you know why you've been summoned?
No, but naturally I've taken a guess.
Do you remember the oath you took? Joining the Brotherhood of Square Dealers?
Yes.
Do you remember the penalties mentioned in that oath? Penalties applying in the case of a brother disclosing things that ought not to be disclosed?
Yes.
Applying in the case of any disclosure of any kind, injurious to the solemnity of the ancient rites and hallowed crafts of the square.
Yes, but you see...
You know that the oath itself is among those rites and hallowed crafts?
Yes. You want me to take another oath, is that it?
You stand accused of disclosing that oath, Mr. Watts.
Me? What? No, I haven't.
You stand accused.
By whom?
It is enough for you to know that you stand accused.
Well, that's not right. I haven't told anybody, anyone, and I wouldn't.
No. Take time to think.
Nobody. And this is ridiculous.
There's nothing ridiculous about these proceedings, Mr. Watts. Far from it. They're very serious, are these proceedings.
And I thought I was invited here to join the inner rectangle.
You revealed the oath, Brother Watts. And you know the penalties.
What, me tongue quartered? Embedded at the four corners of the eternal rectangle.
Kind of you, Mrs. Jeffers, really is.
Wasn't even out of my way. Now, be honest. Would you like me to come to rehearsals again?
Being honest?
That's honest enough. I'll leave it till the first night.
That's when I'll need somebody to hold my hand.
Something a head teacher can't admit to. I think Tiffany Aldridge is awfully good.
Isn't she just?
Do you get any trouble?
Trouble?
Well, living so close to the pub.
Oh, no, actually quite a local.
I thought all pubs had themes these days.
No, not this one. Old-fashioned pub.
Really? Well, I think it bears looking into then, don't you?
Oh, right. Well, I mean, if you'd like to...
Why not? And there is something that I want to say to you.
So, look, I've got a wee word that there's a bit of a job coming off.
Oh, yeah?
You know the local rugby club? Well, it's got a European grant or something, you know?
Yeah.
New facilities, improvements, whatever that means, you know. Anyway, they're looking for fellas to give a price out.
Where did you hear this?
Jimmy, the electrician, I've been walking about all day having a chat with people, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, might be a bit big for us, eh?
Oh, behave yourself, will you? Be a good wee earner.
Right, well, if you'd like to sit over there, and I'll get you a...
Oh, fizzy water. All the usual decorations.
Hiya, Ken. All's your lady friend?
This is no lady, this is my boss.
Oh, we are on it, aren't we? Yeah, I'm only joking. It's Mrs. Jeffers, isn't it?
Close. Jeffers.
Yeah, of course it is. I've seen it on board outside at school, haven't I?
Yes, it is there.
You and me both. You see, I'm headmistress in here. My name's outside. Anyway, what are you having?
Right, so there's the number of the club secretary, all right? I got it from the local bruiser.
Yeah, OK. Might be worth a call.
Well, I'm putting in a bit of an effort here. You could... Oh, God, you could at least try and show willing.
Yeah, look, you did well, Jim. I'll try and get a sight of the plans. Well done, yeah.
Look, I don't have to think back. I know I haven't disclosed anything. Now, if Jack Duckworth knows more than he should, then it's not down to me.
Why do you mention Jack Duckworth in particular?
Well, he's been going on, hasn't he? You know that yourself.
And is he aware, to your knowledge, of the form of the oath?
I believe he knows the form of the oath, but roughly.
And how do you know that?
Oh, come on, anyone would think I was in court.
Oh, yes, Brother Watts. You sought the fellowship of the craft. You took the oath. And in doing so, you acknowledged the jurisdiction of the craft. And in this court of a master of the square, you have been found guilty, Brother Watts.
Now, nobody's going to cut your tongue out.
7 by 7 are the tasks, and 7 times 7 is your punishment.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
You'll have to perform the 49. The 49 tasks.
And what are they?
You'll learn, lad.
Oh, yes.
Are you going to breed her for next year?
Oh, don't worry. I remember what I said, son.
My dad could build a loft. You could show him.
Jamie, the thing is about pigeons and pigeon fanciers. Them kind of folk, they're kind of well settled down, you know, and maybe your dad, you know, he'll want to move on a bit, like when he gets back.
We're going to get a house when he comes back.
Aye, maybe, aye.
With the yard.
Right, put it in there, Jamie.
In the shed.
Jamie, lad, don't make things up, eh? Are you going to stay with me tomorrow and watch them fly in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best bit, isn't it?
Yeah. I made that bit up about the shed.
Aye. You get the clock. Come on. Let's get going.
Right, well, at least we've got some prospects to chase up then, eh?
Aye, fair enough. Keep up the good work, eh?
Right, I'll just go then, shall I?
Some pain medicine. I'll have half a bitter, please.
All right, it's good for you now.
Kids, or is it just me?
Aye.
Oh, dear me. I blame the school, you know. They don't try and teach them manners. You go into a doorway these days and the kids trying to walk through, you're going the other way.
Yeah.
There's never any sorter after you, no matter who you are. Children, because they've never been told.
Here, Percy.
Oh, thank you. I think you find that's correct.
Right, love. Oh, sorry, love. Were you wanting serving?
Just a Virgin Mary, please, Vera.
Do you fancy a game of darts?
No, I've had enough exercise for today, lad.
Well, how about you? I fancy playing somebody I might be able to beat.
It's not my game, Mr. Sugden.
Ice and lemon, Worcester sauce.
Yeah.
Will you put out some darts for me, Mrs. Duckworth, please? You know, it's years since I had a game of darts. It really is.
I'm sorry. I've been funny, I know I have.
Here you are, love. Want tomato juice?
I'll get that later.
Oh, now, love.
Thank you. It's me.
Well, I thought it were me. I thought I'd done something wrong here.
It's just the opposite.
What, you mean I've done something right and scared you off, like?
Yeah. You see, it's like alcoholics, isn't it? You know, just that one little drink and...
Well, now you've said something there. Do you want to sit down? Maybe we could start up an organisation.
Oh.
Emotional Wrecks Anonymous.
Could do that, couldn't we?
Aye.
I'm afraid it will mean 2 days in Southport.
Well, I have nothing against Southport.
But it is 2 days away. Now, the first day is a hands-on experience of multimedia. You see, I've got the jargon off. And the second day is devoted to the implications for us, the poor bloody infantry of education.
Oh, dear. I was rather hoping I could get through my career without having to learn about computers.
No, you can forget about that snowball. And, well, you really don't have the in-service training notches that you ought to have. So, I thought it...
Right, well, you're saying there are 2 people going. The other?
Oh, me. I have to go.
Oh, right, I see.
Let me fill that for you.
Yeah.
Come on. We'll get you installed and then we'll go out and check the PA. It's not so bad here, but it pays to sort it all out just in case there's any problems. And there can be...
Yeah, and there is a problem for a start. The smell.
Oh, that's nothing. You want one of them little spray things in your kit. Most of the turns carry them, you know.
Oh, so what you're saying is showbiz is smelly, yeah?
Oh, showbiz is smelly, love. Oh, yes. You go backstage at Covent Garden, I tell you wouldn't believe it. You perspire quite a bit, you know, when you're belting out Madam Butterfly. No matter who you are. No, love, show business is definitely smelly.
Yeah, but this isn't show business. This is stale grease, old ale, and drains, but mainly drains.
Well, it's worse backstage at a circus, you know. And I wish you wouldn't do that.
What?
Well, you know, wrinkle up your nose like that. For a beautiful girl, it's amazing how unattractive it makes you.
Tough.
Yes, it's tough. But you keep smiling and you look $1 million. See now, look. Star.
What kind of club is this?
Well, the word that springs to mind, love, is typical.
Look, I've got my faults. I don't make any bones about it.
You should admit it. I mean, that's new.
Hey, I'm not stupid. There's a few of us in here for bad behaviour, you know.
It's like you always sort of were kidding yourself.
I'll tell you who's got people kidded up. And it's not these in here. It's the fellas in the city.
Carl, what's that got to do with anything?
Sir this, sir that, chairman of the other. And they're getting away with millions.
Carl.
Look, there's a bit of honesty in here. They admit the villains. And they don't expect a knighthood for picking up the loot.
See, Carl, anybody says you've done something bad and you just accuse somebody else, they're worse than you, so that makes it all right.
I never said that.
It's how you think. It's what you think.
Oh, all right, I'm bad. Everybody else is a saint, eh? But I've still got a right to see my kid, if he wants to see me.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, so that's all right, is it? Well, I thought you said you won't.
Well, if it weren't for Jamie, I wouldn't even tell you where I was living.
You didn't.
No, because I'm not going back to all that. I'm on my own. I want to be on my own. But if he wants to see you, all right. But I'm thinking about Jamie.
Okay.
Me and you, we're finished. You don't come through that door. We have to get that straight.
You just never believe I've changed, will you?
No. And if you've changed, well, so have I. I just want to be left on my own, bringing up my kids.
Kids?
Kids.
Why?
I've got one on way.
You talk to me. You talk to me about behaviour. You are still my wife.
But that's finished.
Not according to the law. And not according to me.
Well, now you know I'm going.
You just tell me one thing. How do I know Jamie's my kid?
Jamie is your kid.
Then what right have you got, eh? To carry on the way you do? And you lay down the law to me! You